Sometime in the 40s, our grandmother in Boone, North Carolina, we called Mother Setzer. It was kind of a family tradition. Her grandmother was Mother Green. Anyway, Mother Setzer made this quilt top out of scraps from clothing, aprons, and some of her mother and grandmother's black silk dresses. And she sent it to our mother at Fresno, who was not really that interested in quilting. She put it away carefully. Anyway, this quilt laid around the trunk for years until my sister, Ernestine Miller, decided it ought to be quilted. So she took it and hand quilted it either in the 70s or the 80s. And she called my sister Amy several times and said, "Amy, some of this silk is falling apart." And Amy would encourage her and say, do the best you can. Anyway, Ernestine had it for years, and then she gave it to Amy. Amy had it for years, and this past Christmas, Amy gave it to our youngest sister, Louise. So my sister Faye and I, her middle sisters, looked at her and said, "Hey, didn't you skip a couple sisters? Shouldn't we have had it next?" And she said, "Well, I think it's time the youngest sister has it for a while. And if you two want one, you can make your own, if you think you can." She said, "It looks pretty complicated." From there, got to wondering where our grandmother got the design. Was it an old traditional design, or was it an original? And I looked through all my old books, and I've got some back to the early 1930s. I couldn't find it anywhere. I found some similar, but none exactly like it. So we don't really know where the design came from.
Did you know your grandmother? Did you know her at all? How old were you when you moved?
Oh, yes. I was 8 when we moved to Ohio. I don't know if she did any designing or not. I thought she might have changed an original pattern to make it her own. She was always busy, always doing something. She lots of times had handwork working on it, even during a visit. A very busy, dedicated mother and grandmother.